Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at the accessories that I use on my Canon EOS R6 Mark II. And yeah, we'll go ahead and start with the cage that I use, which is the small rig cage for the Canon EOS R6 Mark II from Small Rig. And the reason I have the cage is because it adds a lot of protection to your camera. So if you were to drop it or bump it up against something, this will actually protect your camera all the way around. And also, the reason why I have the cage is because it just gives you so many options of mounting things to your camera, which you can't do if you don't own one of these cages. So you can basically mount a monitor here on the top, and I have these little cable clamps right here mounted on here, so you can actually route your cables. And the reason I have those is because it gives you protection with your connections, like here on the side of the camera here. You have your ports right here, so that comes in handy, because you don't want the wires moving around, because on the Canon cameras they have that micro HDMI, and those things are very delicate. If you even bend the wire or hit it, it'll actually break that port, and you don't want that, So you got to have these cable clamps right here. Like right here I have a cable clamp where I put the cable through here, and basically what that does, when I tighten it up, it keeps the cable from moving, and I route it through here and then into my camera, and that thing's not moving at all, so it's not going to break, which is a must have, because you don't want that thing breaking, because once that breaks, you're pretty much done. Then you got to send it out to Canon to get fixed, and it's going to be a hassle, trust me. And then right here I have these side handles, so when you're doing video work, it just gives you that extra stabilization. And again, here on the top I have this quick release NATO rail up here. This is sold separately. This doesn't come with the cage. I'll put a link down in the description to everything I'll be showing you today if you decide you want to pick one of these things up. So let's continue with the video. And yeah, I got two handles on each side. These are sold separately, don't come with the cage. And I also have a top handle right here, which you can mount on the top here. Take the NATO rail off, mount this on here, and then you can mount a light up here, which I have the Lume Cube Panel Mini. This is an awesome light. You need this. This will light your subject up really good. This thing is bright, very bright, and it's very high quality. And this comes off right here, because on the handle you have as you can see, you have a cold shoe mount here, cold shoe mount in the front, and you have all these quarter 20 threads right here, so you can mount a bunch of things on your handle. You can actually mount the monitor on here, mount that on top of the cage here. You can do it that way. I chose to do it this way. So yeah, sometimes I'll mount this light on here, or if you choose, you can even mount your monitor right here. You can put the monitor there as well. So yeah, it just gives you so many options on where you can mount things, And also this thing right here is very handy, because sometimes I don't want to have to unscrew things and stuff like that. So you can actually just slide it up on here, and it just makes it really quick and easy to put on. So yeah, let me show you that right now. So basically I have this monitor mount on here, so this pretty much works with this rail right here. So this just slides right on, very easy, and then locks into place. So there you literally got a cinema rig, mini cinema rig right here, guys. So if you're doing like a talking head video, you can have your monitor mounted here, the lens facing you right here, or you can loosen this up right here, and you can just flip it around the other way. So if you're taking video, you can have the monitor facing you when you're doing video. Okay, so let me show you what I have on here. At the bottom I have the Mantis Pod 2.0, and I like this thing too because it makes it a lot easier when you're doing video work, guys. Let me show you how that works. So basically you pull these legs in like that, and this basically just takes the weight off of you, you know, off of your arms, you know, off your wrist. Makes it easier to maneuver and gives you more stabilization. So basically you can hold it from here at the bottom and then hold it right here, and just gives you more steady video. Or you can prop it up against your chest like this. So like when you're panning and stuff, you don't get that up and down motion, you know, it's very smooth. And again, this is the Mantis Pod 2.0. And let's say, for instance, you want to turn it into a vlogging rig. You know, you can just flip it around that way. And there you go. You're vlogging with the monitor, so you can see yourself with the monitor. You know, flip the monitor around and you can basically see yourself through the monitor, and it just makes it easier doing video. So like if you're vlogging like that, yeah, it's pretty awesome. So yeah, that's a must-have. You know, I use all of this stuff, you know, and pretty much the cage basically lives on my camera. It hasn't came off my camera since I put the cage on there. And yeah, I love the Small Rig cage. Small Rig makes amazing products, you know. I've got a Small Rig cage for pretty much all my cameras that I own, and I have a Small Rig cage on my GoPro as well, and they're awesome. You know, that's basically a must-have if you own a camera. So yeah, let me go ahead and set this back up again so I can put this down. So yeah, it locks into place like that. So yeah, even if you're doing like a talking head video, you can have it set up like this, you know, flip the monitor around facing you, and you know, that's how it is, you know. Mini cinema rig right here, man. So yeah, let's go ahead and talk about the monitor that I'm using up here. So let me go ahead and take this thing off again. Okay, slides right off, really easy. And let me go ahead and put this thing out of the way. All right, so yeah, if you own the Canon R6 Mark II, you're gonna need one of these things, because without this thing you can't record in 6K RAW. You need this. This is a must-have. So if you own the Canon R6 Mark II, you definitely want to pick one of these things up. And I even got a Small Rig cage attached to my Atomos Ninja 5. As you can see, it's got all the quarter threads up here. You can mount a cold shoe mount up here at the top. You know, it's just unlimited, guys. How many things you can mount to this thing. You know, you can basically make a really awesome cinema rig. You know, you can mount a shotgun mic on here. You can mount a wireless mic. You can mount all kinds of things, man. So yeah, definitely pick one of these up if you own a R6 Mark II. And this thing right here, the Lume Cube Panel Mini, this thing is awesome. This thing puts out a lot of light. This will definitely light your subject up. So yeah, definitely want to pick one of these up too. And look how small this thing is, man. This thing is tiny, and it puts out so much light. Check my video out on this. I did a video about this thing. Definitely pick one of these things up. This is the Canon remote. This is the BRE1. I'll put a link down in the description for this too. Definitely pick this up. This is compatible with the Canon EOS R, the R6, the R5, the R3, and the R6 Mark II. So if you own any of those cameras, you need one of these. And yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. And yeah, I've already tested out the 6K RAW. I'll be doing a video on that in a couple of weeks because I'll be going on vacation. So I'm going to test it out even more, and definitely going to be doing a video on that.